Hi there, lovely stitchers. So we've got to Christmas Eve. Woo! Phew. So this is the final kind of bit in our winter spool, and I'm going to show you how to attach it to the spool. If you haven't already, you might have already done that, and add a little bit of a fastener. So we'll crack on and do that now. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to bang you about. And then, hopefully we can do a bit of a show and tell. Let's have a quick sip of tea before we start. Oh gosh, that's hot. Right, let me drop the camera down and we'll start. Okie dokie. So you had your spool, I'm assuming, or whatever it was that you're going to do. What I'm going to do first is I'm just going to put some. Oh, is this glue? Had it? Oh my gosh, that's not very good. I think that might be on its way out, that one. Might have to throw that away. And just pop a little bit of a glue down on that. And just get rid of this pin. I'm just putting a bit of glue on it just so it doesn't move about. In fact, I've done it up there and I need to do it. I need to do it so I can stitch it, don't I? Right. Okay. So I'm happy with where that's positioned. My glue, just squeeze my glue down just so it. And all I'm going to do. Have I got a needle threaded? I have. I've just threaded a needle up with some machine cotton. And I am literally going to stitch a running stitch. I'm going to do a little stop stitch there for a start. Ouch, sticking myself. Come on. Up and down. Or just to secure it on. You can just leave it glued. But I'm just thinking for longevity here. A running stitch or back stitch. You can do whatever. You might, do chain stitch, whatever stitch you want. I'm just doing this running stitch. You can't see it because again I'm using my dove grey thread. It's a bit of a life changer, this dove grey thread, because I'm using it for absolutely everything. So a button on any colour any colour item, and there. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, it was a reference to the applique that I did a couple of videos back. So it's not, well, I think you'd probably call this a stab stitch because I'm going up, down, up, down. A running stitch is more where you load your needle up, but I can't obviously do that too because I'm close to the spool. Where have you gone? Hope you're all right with the shopping experiences over the last couple of days. Oh dear, I know I keep mentioning it. It's just that I kind of struggle with that. Lots of people around, and the fact that everybody's really busy and not taking an awful lot of notice of what they're doing. So things get a little bit fractious as people run into each other with shopping carts or things. I'm just going on the experiences I've had over the last couple of days. Not me personally, but I've just witnessed. Okay, so I'm just finishing that stitch off. Just so it doesn't unravel. There we go. Oh, lovely, lovely. And what I'm going to do is, so that's nice and attached. Just have another quick slurp of tea. Oh. I'm just going to roll it on to my spool, and I guarantee that this spool is going to be fat and over the top. It is. Gertrude here. A Reggie Paw print. There we go. Look, mine's nice and juicy. Look at that. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put my button onto here. And I've chosen one with a shank on it. You can put whatever you want, a big bead, big button, whatever you want. But I'm going to add this bit of blue ribbon. Just find a sharp needle. Yeah. I'm going to come up. Oh, can you see what I'm doing? Hang on. I'm going to come up here. No, I'm not. I'm going to go that way. And back up. Just giving myself enough thread. Let me just come back with it a bit because I want enough thread each side, enough ribbon to go wrap round my spool. Right. Oh, and then I'm going to go through. Oh, I'm all fingers and thumbs. Come on. Go through my button. Back down. And come back up again. I'm sure you all know how to sew a button on. I'm sure I don't need to show you this. But I'll go through again. Back down. And I'm actually going to do a little stitch on the back or two, just to kind of stop it sliding around, unraveling. And then I'm going to come back up the other side of my button. So I've got one piece of ribbon that side and one piece that side. And that's what I'm going to do. And that will then be tied. Right? But I'm just seeing. I feel like I want to put something on the end, some type of button here. Let's have some biggish beads. Let's just have a tip out. Oh, yes. Thread my needle back up. Snip the ribbon. If you haven't got ribbon, don't worry. You can use absolutely anything that you've been using. You can make a little plait of your threads. Let's just undo that, and I'm going to put a few beads on in different colours. Going through the needle. There we go. Will that one go through my needle? Oh, just. And I'm going to go through it again. No, it's not going to go through again with the ribbon. So I shall tie it in a knot. Good tight knot. Ooh, come on. Get very fiddly, don't they? Oh, I'm going to thread this back up. Very tight. And I'm going to go back up all of my beads. Back out, back through. Oh, why is that don't want to come? I bet I've. Right. I bet I've gone through some. Oh, it's because I'm pulling the wrong end, am I? Fool. Oh, dear me. I'm going to tie it again. Okay. Nice knot. Nice tight knot. Snip that off. There. And I've got a nice little beaded bit for the end of my. And I'm going to do exactly the same again. Let's try and probably do it all in one. No. Find a 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Through that little bead there. I'll leave my I'll leave my needle on. Just for ease. Tie a knot. And then go back up. My beads again. Where's the other one gone? There. Come on. Come on back. There we are. All the way back up. That doesn't want to go. It's going. There we are. Lovely. A nice few beads on the end. Tie them in a nice knot. Tight. Granny knot. 2. There we go. Snip that off again. Oh, just get those so I don't tip them all over the place again. And that will be. You could bring this round and wind it round that button, but I'm going to tie mine in a bow. And there we go. That's it. Finished. Finished. So let me just move those to one side. otherwise I'll be spilling them everywhere, and we'll go through and do a little bit of a big knot in that. Well, that's typical, isn't it? So we did the applique and the bullion knots and the whipped wheels and added a few buttons, a Suffolk puff and some raised cup stitches, the woven picot, fly stitch, what was this one? That was a palestrina, wasn't it? This one was the Portuguese knotted stitch, little raised cups, the blanket stitches, twisted chain and a blanket bar, herringbone, couching, seed stitch, French knots, beaded French knots, and the cheaty hexes, which looks cute. I will probably, over time, go in and fill some of these gaps, and that'll be my kind of, now I've got that, it'll be you know, a running stitch here and there, or a few French knots here and there. It's just 10-minute stitch, a warm up to the big event, if you like. If I'm doing something, look where Reggie stood on it, nuisance. If I'm doing something that I need to get my head into, these are brilliant for that. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, so I'm going to have to undo this knot here. Gosh. Yeah, I'll undo that knot and then I'll take a little picture and everything will be wonderful. So happy stitching. I'm so glad that you've been along with me for the ride. And if you've enjoyed, as always, please give me the thumbs up. And if you're new and you've not subscribed, it'd be wonderful if you subscribed, of course. You know, I really appreciate that, and keep the comments coming. I love to read the comments. It's, you know, it makes me feel like I'm not speaking to myself, even though I am, but I feel like I'm speaking you know, I'm speaking to my friends on the phone or whatever. So have a lovely Christmas, everyone, and I'll see you again soon in the new year. Bye bye.